Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps today. We got stuff to talk about, you guys. This guy's in Japan, probably walking in circles because he's not being led around by the claw and he doesn't know where to walk, right? You guys, news coming out about him and having the HRH removed from the royal family website. Dun dun dun. I'm here for it. I'm here to talk about it. Also, I want to get into what's going on with him and BetterUp because it's juicy. You guys, thanks so much for being here. You guys, I'm interrupting myself to tell you to hit that join button because Jay just designed this and added it to the emojis that you get when you hit that join button. You guys, the dress. I actually think he made the dress a little better than it actually is in real life, but still, the dress, the drunk goose in the dress, as per your request. Thank you, Jay, for designing this. Again, consider hitting that join button as you have access to this and so many other emojis that are specific to the channel and to the group. Thank you. That's right. His royal doofus landed in Japan, looking happy to be without the anchor and continuing to be without the kids. What else is new, right? Is this in preparation for that long trip to Africa where he'll be, without the kids? But you guys, news coming out. Prince Harry's HRH title is stripped from royal family website. Oh, that's so much fun. 3 years after Meghan's was removed following Megxit departure to Los Angeles. So if you joined me from my live, first of all, thank you for being there. People were bringing this to my attention, and I said at the time, I don't like to talk about stuff until it's actually come out in the news till we make sure, but it's out. It's here. We're talking about it. Oh, I just find it so funny. So, yes, he still has the stupid title, but it's been removed from the website. And it's just a reminder that he's not supposed to be using the thing. And there were eyebrows raised because Doofus did use the thing in court, what was it, like a month ago or something. And some people say, oh, that's a thing. They do it in court. But I'm saying, no, he's an asshole. He does this thing. He likes to remind us and throw that title around, as do they both. But the HRH has been erased from the website. And I love Daily Mail. Sometimes they're annoying. But I love them in this particular instance because while reporting on this, can I just show you one of the pictures they posted? Here we go. Take a look. That's right. They shared this beautiful picture. I love this picture of William and Catherine looking happy as ever. And it says William, the Prince of Wales, and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, both have the HRH title. They didn't need to throw that in. We all know this. But I kind of love that they did. Because old Megsy Poo is reading that, as is Harold of Harold and Fraud, and they're pissed. Plates are breaking around Montecito. I know he's in Japan, but you get the idea. But truly, I want to be a fly on that wall. How many angry phone calls to Japan do you think were made from Montecito? So I'm sure you know it, but in case you didn't realize it, the deal was when they stepped down in 2020, they were supposed to let go of those HRH titles. But again, we see it creep up. We just saw it happen when Harry was in court. In the court papers, we saw it. He went by his full HRH, that whole long fancy name. But I'm petty, and I'm here for it. And the hell these two put the queen through? We got you. I love that the palace went ahead and took care of that and took down the HRH. I think that's fantastic. Funny side note is they took down Meghan's years ago, but they finally got around to taking down Harold's. And side note, is it just me or is it a little bit sweeter victory when you see them looking all smug like this and you know that that's what happened? Couldn't have happened to a better couple, right? Anybody else feel confident he'll include this in his next book? Spare 2, Spare Harder? I don't know. So he can walk around Japan looking like this, avoiding his wife, whatever he's doing. Talking about, I don't know, ways to save the environment while flying private, whatever shit he's talking about. This doofus is having a rough week. And let me tell you why. Because I found this other article that I just kept laughing at. It's also being reported in Daily Mail that the staff at California Tech, it's BetterUp. I don't know why they didn't just say it in the headline. That BetterUp company that pays Harry, did you know that he was getting a 7-figure salary? You guys, I cannot with this. Who keeps throwing money at this doofus? Oh my goodness. Okay. Pays Prince Harry a 7-figure salary. Turn on him as 100 of them are laid off. Workers say Royal is a distraction. and no one knows what he actually does. Side note, nobody knows what he really does anywhere anyway. As one suggests, his responsibility are, quote, 0 things. I love that person. So, in case you missed it, BetterUp is a life coaching company, and they've had to lay off all these people, and now people are starting to speak up saying, why, oh why, would we in any way be associated with Prince Doofus? Which we all say exactly. What does this guy bring to the table? What does he know about anything? He can't even string words together to make sentences. See spare for details. I mean, we all saw him in court. The judge basically told him he's delusional. We can see he's delusional. So again, I ask, why do people keep throwing money at him? Why do they think he brings anything to the table? And I'm glad that the workers are speaking out saying he doesn't. So staff of the life coaching company have started questioning the Duke of Sussex's work there. I question his work anywhere. He doesn't seem to do anything. They've turned on the Duke, who reportedly earns a 7-figure salary. Just let that sink in. 7-figure salary as Chief Impact Officer? Okay. After more than 100 San Francisco-based BetterUp employees were laid off last week. The staff claim he has become a distraction, and one concluding with Harry, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And then one employee, who I can only assume is here in the comments because I love this person, says about Harry's day-to-day responsibilities, from what I see, I'm going to go with 0 things. To which I say could also answer the question, what does Harry bring to the table? From what I see, I could say 0 things. So the article goes on to say that they should rebrand themselves, talking about Harold and Fraud, because they should salvage their faltering Hollywood careers. What careers are we speaking of? Because they don't have those. And normal people don't have to continually rebrand themselves. We won't forget what these 2 a-holes did. And they can rebrand themselves all they want, but they're still the same a-holes. They're full of themselves. No, we won't forget. You can call yourselves whatever you want. You can pretend to be whatever you want. We're not going to forget. So the article goes on to point out, and I actually heard that royal commentator Kinsey Schofield talk about every time they cock up, which is constantly, think about the near catastrophic car chase, there's mention of BetterUp, not just, but like a sentence or 2 later. So who wants to be associated with either one of these grifters? And don't you worry, if you're watching this video first, I have another video coming out where I go into the new project Netflix is trying to pair up with these grifters, and I go off on it. So definitely look for that. I can give you a hint and tell you the thumbnail says Netflix sucks. So definitely look for that. I love this so much. This article goes on to say that some employee is quoted as saying, "We're all there because of the same BS story they keep telling us. We're mission driven, and the mission is going to change the world," said the employee. So basically he goes on to say that Harry just gives speeches. But what is the substance? He doesn't know what he's talking about. What is he qualified to talk about? Nobody knows. So Doofus can continue to walk around Japan smiling without Meghan. On that note, that's actually one thing I agree with him on. I'd be smiling too. But he can walk around, but I'm telling you, this dude's having a bad week. And again, well deserved. I think it's hilarious. I don't think I spent enough time on the HRH thing. I just find that very funny. Now, people have asked, well, what does this mean for the titles? Not really anything quite yet. I am hearing rumblings. Again, people brought it up on the live stream that allegedly things are in the works to try to get those titles removed. But as we know, he was born into that role. So technically he's probably always going to have it. But damn, we need to get rid of that Duke and Duchess bullshit, right? It needs to be gone. It's stupid. We know. I can go back over it all, but we know. They've done everything they could to trash the royal family, and yet here they are clinging to those titles. So, you guys, this was a lot of fun. I'm finding this hilarious, and again, it couldn't happen to 2 better people. I would love to be a fly on the wall, like I say, and to know The angry phone calls coming from Montecito to Japan right now. Do you think they even still speak to each other at this point? That's my question. Because even when you see them, on her accidental, not on purpose, not at all planned paparazzi shots of her birthday. Look how fun she is, you guys. He's standing like 10 feet behind her. So where's that claw gone? I don't know. Anyway, I just wonder, do they still talk to each other at all? Who knows? But I would think on something like this, she's probably finding a way or a reason to yell at him about it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. As more information comes out, I'll be talking about it. I do find it funny that they removed her titles years ago from the website. I think that's very funny, and I'm sure that made her pissed. And more of a reason to call him the S words that she likes to throw around. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hey, thanks for coming out to the live chat. If you missed it, don't worry. That is my plan, to try to do more of those, because I really enjoy just sitting and talking to you all. You bring so many interesting points up. We have a lot of fun. We joke around. We, laugh at whatever news is going on, and I really enjoy it. So I'll try to do more of those. I try to post them in the community tab when I know I'm going to do one, so that way if you're able to join, you can just take a look and see when it is and jump right on and say hello. But again, thank you for everybody for joining. Don't worry if you missed it. We'll do another one again soon. Thank you to everybody who's bought merch. Drunk Goose Club, honk, honk. I love you guys so much. Thank you to everybody who's hit that join button. It really does help support the channel. It's so much fun seeing those emojis. You don't know how happy it makes me seeing all those Drunk Goose pictures everywhere in the comments. It really does. It makes my heart so happy. Thank you to everybody who has joined. I appreciate that. And I would ask you to consider checking out Patreon. That's where you can become an executive producer and find our bonus content. So check that out, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. And I'm going to thank my executive producers now. A huge thank you to Linda. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you to Paige. Huge thank you to Teresa. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Aaron and Frank. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Ann M. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Ann H. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Glynis. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Adair Becker. Thank you to Erica. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Barb G. Thank you to Diana. Thank you, Allison B. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Lori. Thank you to Pauline. Thank you to KT. Thank you, Jolene. Thank you, Stromboli. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Loie. Thank you, Lucy H. Thank you to Georgia. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Robin's Landing. Thank you to Helen. Thank you to Mara. Thank you, Ashley C. Thank you to Molly. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Sand Squid. Thank you to Rach. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Domby. Thank you, Android P. Thank you to Sheena. Thank you, Aaron M. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Judith. Thank you, Spectrum Mom. Thank you, Vanessa B. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Mimi Heathcote. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you to Bree. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you to Elvis Rose here on YouTube. Thank you to Lori. Thank you, Tim B. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you, Kathy with a C. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you to Patricia. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Ridley. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, John. Thank you, Donna D. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Chewy. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, 509 Cougs. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Big Bad John. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Duck Barf. Your name is always funny to me. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Vicky loves her corgi. Thank you, Charisse. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Genesee. Thank you, Essie. Thank you, Lady Grandmother. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Funky Buddha. And thank you, Trish. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, K Coffee. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, K Cubed. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Stragoria. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Morty, por favor. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Salami Mommy. Can you guys believe I ran out of namespace on the other ones? I had to start a new list here. It's just unbelievable. Thank you to everybody who has signed up to be an executive producer. If you're interested, definitely check out patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Thank you guys for everything. Have a great day. Bye-bye.